Yesterday your foot hurt, and the day before that it was your head. Come on, chin up. You only have 2 weeks of school left with her. She probably won't even be in your class next year. 3 years in a row, Mom. Why would my luck change now? I bet you anything Chloe will be in my class again. 4 years in a row? Is that possible? Definitely. Lucky me. Don't say that. It's the start of a new year. I'm sure everything will be just fine.
If I had a nickel for every time Sabine brushed Marinette's bullying under the rug, I would have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice given how the fandom applauses and idolizes Sabine. Both of Marinette's parents actually. I've been meaning to make this video for so long, I've been thinking this for years and was waiting for someone to talk about it, but crickets. So in this video I will be debunking the best parents in the show allegations because some of you need to wake up. Like no, I would not want to have these two as my parents. OMG, imagine getting bullied for years and your parents know about it but they don't do shit and tell you to brush it off. Even from the limited interactions Marinette has with her parents on screen, I have more than enough reasons to bash them. This might be a hard pill to swallow for a lot of you, but someone had to bring the light. Of course I'm going to shit on them for the way they handle their daughter being bullied for years first and foremost. I can't tell you how much this annoyed me over the years. Like, what is this apathy? This is just parenting 101. Give support to your kids. It's actually very real of the writers to make her parents handle bullying this way because you see this shit in real life all the time. This is actually how 99.9% of the adults in the show handle bullying, and that's a whole another problem for another video. No, seriously, no adult in this show gives a fuck if their kid is being bullied. But that doesn't change the fact that it only makes her problems worse and nobody acknowledges it. But Dan, Marinette has never said she needs help, so cut them some slack. Girl, that's no excuse because they can see their daughter at her lowest and not do shit to support her. Not giving her the support she needs is a very big thing. Marinette may not even know she needs help to ask them for it. She remembered the retconned incident that caused her creepy behavior and that's about it. Maybe she's just never had a moment to herself to think, hey, my parents know about this pain I've had on my back for years having to deal with this bitch constantly bullying me, and I constantly talk about how much I wanna skip school because of her. Why aren't they doing anything? To me it seems like the writers don't want the audience to catch on her parents' negligence. The least they could do that would solve the bullying thing in an instant is if they let her change schools. That's just common sense. I'll say it as many times as I have to. If you can't change the damn bully, change schools. There's nothing more simple than that, yet anytime Marinette confides in her mother for example and makes excuses to not go to school, Sabine being very well aware why Marinette wants to skip, she tells her to suck it up until the end of the year. It's been 80 years, Sabine, I don't know why you're still keeping her with her bully when you know what it does to her. By not doing anything and letting it continue, you're basically enabling it in your own way. Like, that's gross to me. If that was me, I'd be changing my daughter's schools the second I find out about the bullying and who the bully is. If it's the known rich girl who apparently won't change because this is the miraculous universe. Like, just do that and all your daughter's problems will be solved. But no, for some reason you wanna fucking manifest that her bully won't be in her class next year. Her words, by the way. Not that she won't be in the same school. Class. As if not being in the same class means not bullying her. Is this woman stupid on purpose? Chloe don't give a fuck if they're in the same class or not, she'll bully you whenever, wherever. Like, you could be at your grandma's funeral and she'd still bully you. Can I call it negligence? Well, yes. Before you say it, I know the story requires them to be somewhat neglectful cause they can't know she's Ladybug, we get it. But like, there has to be a line somewhere. Marinette could sneak out of her room to fight and come back late and they wouldn't notice it, so weird. Ladybug identity thing aside. Because even that pisses me off, how has your daughter been Ladybug for a while ass year and you have no idea? With Adrian I get it, his father is portrayed as a neglectful fuck, but what the fuck is up with Marinette's parents? What do you mean you saw your daughter breaking down throughout all of season 4, everything falling apart, and you didn't give a fuck to ask what's wrong? Like, it was no secret she was at her worst right there. Another example of Marinette breaking down and Sabine not giving a shit. Tom not even saying anything. Transmission. As much as I hate this episode, I need to bash Sabine for not doing shit to comfort Marinette. Not only that, letting her crush/ex-crush/whatever the fuck he is that you know things are complicated within her room uninvited. She didn't give her a choice either. Girl, it is her room, not yours. Get that white boy out of here. It's so annoying because they want us to think Marinette has such good parents, but how she ended up says otherwise. For miraculous standards, to be honest, they don't give us any good options. If this is as good as we can get, the kids in this universe are doomed, I fear. Like, the best we can get is parents who ignore their kids' suffering and keep them in the school, and kids that cause their suffering. Okay, if I were Marinette I would burn the whole school. Like, fuck Francois Dupont, I hope she comes back next season to set it on fire. Does she have any good memories of it? Barely. From what we've seen, she was only happy when she first met Alia. It went downhill from there because Leela showed up and everyone started doubting her. Like, is this how y'all treat Miss Class President? Don't piss me off. Getting off topic. Back to Marinette's having shit parents. Like I said, they tried to give us the illusion of a good relationship, but I can't brush their negligence under the rug like it's nothing. Like, of course Marinette sniffed Adrienne's pillow and ripped out her hair. These fuckers never helped her with anything, let alone took her to therapy. All she got was a shrug and a pray to God she won't be in your class next year. Another thing that pissed me off. Anytime Marinette is framed for stealing, which has happened more times than it should. Thanks Leela. Her parents always sided with the bully accusing her. It just doesn't make sense. Your daughter's bully says she stole and you immediately act like she murdered someone and side with the bully. Would it kill these people to defend their daughter? Do you want me to kill you? Exhibit A. Ladybug. Fuck this episode. Yeah, of course Marinette would steal a fucker's fox necklace from Walmart and push some girl down the stairs for absolutely no reason and with zero actual proof. Exhibit B. Adoration. What the fuck are you doing at this point? I won't even comment on the fuck ass principal in this episode because he made me physically throw up. Be so serious right now. But her parents believing Chloe of all people. With Leela, I'll cut them some slack, they don't know her whatever. But Chloe, her bully of years. Oh Marinette, you could have asked us if you wanted these paper things whatever they are. I'm going to push you right off the Eiffel Tower. First you don't make her change schools so she won't be bullied, now this. Believing the bully. More criticism for Sabine especially. What do you mean you won't teach your daughter your language or culture? This was always weird to me because she's supposed to be half Chinese but locals think she's white. For a reason. The whitewashing goes crazy already, like the least you can do is teach her the language so the white boy won't have to. The white boy who don't even know the damn language. I crack the fuck up whenever Adrienne speaks Mandarin, I'm sorry. Why is this a running gag in the show, seriously? This isn't really about parenting, but I still thought it was questionable. You may have noticed I haven't talked about Tom that much. Well, that's because he rarely ever interacts with his daughter. Okay, Gabriel Agrest core. Just kidding. I'm actually confused because he's supposed to be the overprotective father, but how you claim to be overprotective yet you haven't noticed your daughter running off from home in a hurry or disappearing when an Akuma attack happens with no explanation and don't suspect she's Ladybug? How have you not seen your daughter depressed as hell in her room in season 4? You are a shit father. It gets worse. You think not wanting her to have her heart broken by dudes so you tie her up on some tree branch whatever that was is protecting her? Are you brain dead? Maybe get better guards for your princess because you're not doing shit. Where was this overprotectiveness when Chloe bullied her 4 years straight? Now was I too harsh with them? Well no. I think most of you aren't harsh enough actually. Like they need to be whacked. Someone had to start this conversation because whenever I see people rank these two from best to worst parents in Miraculous, they're always in the top tier for some reason. Do y'all watch the show with your eyes closed? Like I'm still confused how nobody ever talks about this. They're overrated as hell. Anaka is actually the best parent in the show. Single mum who raised a badass emo girl and a pick-me boy. That's as good as we can get. Clap for her. Also clap if you want parents that know you've been getting bullied 4 years in a row and don't do shit about it and tell you to suck it up. This who y'all call the best parents? Ijbal. The bar is in hell. I mean, I kinda get it after seeing Gabriel Agrest you think anyone is a good parent.
You know, they should do that, but they're so lazy that they don't do anything.